Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Two Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Two Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. Two easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I get to welcome back one of our favorite actresses, Peta Hill. So welcome, Megan.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for having me back. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk with you. We spent because I re-listened to the first couple of minutes of our last interview, and we spent the first 5 minutes just talking about Megan versus Megan.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And that saga still continues.
Yes.
It's an ongoing because I'm currently on a film, and I don't know where like there's some sort of regional dialect something, but my director keeps calling me Megan. So there's a Megan, a Megan, and a Megan now. So the saga,
Ooh,
it's going out even more. I'm telling you.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I don't. I think I've never heard of Megan, but I
yeah,
get to have Megan. So did she spell it like MEA?
yeah. No, this is what they're calling me. They're calling
Oh,
me
they're
Megan.
calling you.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
So they're
that's
all over the place with your name.
all of it's like that Justin Timberlake song, it's gonna be May, it's Megan, yeah. So
Yes, I put that meme up every May 1st every year.
yep,
Put that
yep.
up.
And I can now it's all gonna be May Megan. Yeah, there you
I
go.
really hope that one of these days you you have somebody come into your life that's named Megan, because then it's going to get confusing.
It's gonna be a whirlwind. I know,
But
I
in
know.
Australia, it's Megan.
It's just Megan. Yeah, and I figured it out. It's taken me a whole whatever it's been 2 years or whatever since I saw you last. But you think Megan like vegan, pita like pita bread, and then you
Oh,
got it.
easy,
You got it.
easy. I know. See, last time I was all stressed out about it, but this time I remembered. I was like, oh, I know. I got this.
And you said it
I was
like,
like, but let me listen to the beginning of last time just to make sure I'm not remembering it wrong.
but also you were so confident, it just rolled off the tongue. You're like,
Yes.
hey everyone, it's Megan Peta Hill, and then you saw the little flicker in your eye, like nailed it. Like,
I was. I was very happy about it. Yeah. Well, we talked about that too. I normally mispronounce everybody's name because they never they're never pronounced the way that they look.
right.
And I think that's the reader in me. I kind of I got pretty good with spelling and vocabulary because I read a lot growing up. But when you read a lot and nobody's actually correcting you,
Hmm.
you just say it the way it looks.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. My friend is currently reading the Harry Potter series and
yes.
and hasn't actually watched the films yet and has been under a rock and was trying to say Hermione's name for the first time, like written off the page, and it was a complete disaster. So there you
Yeah,
go.
that's kind of funny. I like that.
Yeah. I'm like, have you have
Is it like my son? He won't watch anything if it came from a book. He has to read the book first.
he's the same way.
Well, so like in a Harry Potter situation, he's going to read all the books before he starts the movie. It drives me nuts.
It's not even like book for like one for one.
No, whole
Oh,
thing. So it takes, like, if I want to talk to him about something, it takes forever.
especially what do you do in the Game of Thrones instance where like the books haven't even, you know what I mean? Like you never.
Yes. Well, so he read the books that were available.
Got it. Okay.
So then he eventually, like, it took a while, but he eventually, because that last book came out in 2012, so eventually he caved on that. On that. Thank goodness.
Got it.
But
Okay.
now they've got that Knights of the Seven Kingdom. I have not been able to get him to watch that yet, and he's read those. They're based on short stories. He's read those.
Okay, but he hasn't watched them
I
yet.
haven't watched it.
Well, hop too.
I know. We're a podcast talking about nerdy stuff, and
Yeah.
but then he'll show up in like a year and a half, and he'll be like, "Dad, Harry Potter."
Yeah. And you're like, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you're like, now made a new one.
That's right.
That's how behind you are.
Well, that messed him up a little bit when they started doing the prequels and stuff.
Right.
Because, then he felt like, because then he was already watching the movies. He was trying to catch up. And then the prequels came out and he felt like he needed to stop, go back and watch the prequels.
Got it.
Then rewatch the movies he'd already watched because he has to. We might need to get him on medication.
That just seems
He might be stuck.
buddy. Well, it just seems like a lot of homework, Yeah, I kind of got that way with the Star Wars because I love the Star Wars world, war and all of that. But there just became so many offshoots, and then I was like, I don't know the order anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, but now it just feels like I have to do homework to watch
it's too much.
So hard.
It's overwhelming. I'm like that way with I never finished Supernatural. And I have restarted it 2 or 3 times, but it's 15 seasons.
Right.
So I've never made it to the
end. Yeah.
One of these days, that's my goal. Before I die, I'm going to watch Supernatural.
All of them. Well, you better start now because it's going to take you a really long time.
I know, and I think they're coming back. Like, I think they're going to do a new one.
I would hope so. I mean, give the fans what they want.
Give the fans what they want. The fans didn't want it to end anyway.
Right. Nobody does.
What would your preference be? Like if somebody came and they said, okay, you can star in a movie every couple of years, or you could just be on a show that runs for 15 years. What would you choose? Don't
ask me these hard questions.
I know, that's a hard one.
You just jumped right into the hard stuff, Michael.
I know.
I think the part of me that really likes stability and routine and like wants the series, wants to go, but then the artist in me is like, I want to tell all sorts of stories and I want to be all sorts
that's right.
So
I think most actors would choose the movies just for the variety. Usually they're a bigger deal. That I would choose the series because I like the routine.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. I like being comfortable and familiar and, coming on set, everybody.
Yeah, because every time you start a new job, it is first day of school vibes over again.
I would hate that.
No good for me. So it's rough.
That's it. 15 years. That's a long time, though.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And you're probably going to be a little typecast at the end of that.
Yeah. But I mean, the Supernatural leads, that's not bad typecasting.
No, that's right. That's true. That's true. If it's the right typecast,
then we'll do it.
And I don't know that is anybody like child actors, kid actors, sometimes they get typecast because they're kids, but you don't see that with adults too much.
No,
not anymore.
And especially too if you do step away for a minute and then come back, obviously the Matthew McConaughey story is so well known of the rom-com and then having to turn that, and now he had his reconnaissance and now he's and it's just yeah, I think the typecasting thing isn't such a big deal anymore. I hope.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Well, plus you've got it used to be, if you were a TV actor, that's all you did.
Right.
You didn't do movies. Well, now everybody does everything.
Yeah, and we're in that golden age of television, which is very cool.
Yeah, you got video games, you've got animated stuff, voice acting, you got all kinds of stuff.
Thanks. Yeah.
Speaking of,
nice segue, Michael.
You got a new movie coming. Right? So 56 days. And it comes out, I think, Wednesday, right? 2 days
from now. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you got to tell me about this one. I know it has Dove Cameron
Mhm.
opposite you. So
Yeah.
so tell me about it. What's the movie about?
So it's an 8-part
Oh,
miniseries.
it's a show.
It's a show. Yep.
Oh, that's a really exciting. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. I'd forgotten. I was thinking in my head, I was thinking movie, but see, I know the story of this show. Yeah, tell the story because it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I'm really excited, even just as a fan.
Yeah.
So it's based on a New York Times bestselling novel called 56 Days, the same
Yep.
name, by Catherine Howard, which is phenomenal. And I read it. I read the book. I've read it now like 4 times because I'm a super nerd. But I read the book when I was first like finding out about the role of Shyla, which is I played Dove Cameron's sister in the show.
Yep.
It is a murder mystery, psychological thriller. It's really juicy. It's lots of twists and turns.
So
Yeah, and
a little bit of romance in there too.
a whole lot of romance in there. And the story kind of jumps around in a timeline of, you guessed it, 56 days. So we flip between today, which is when there's a discovery of a body in a bathtub. This is not a
That's what
spoiler.
happens.
Like this is how it goes. That's sort of like the opening of the
But we
pilot.
don't know whose body it is, right?
Know whose body it is.
Yeah.
And they spend the whole 8 episodes, the reveal of who is in the bathtub isn't until right near the end.
Because yeah, is it your sister? Is it the guy?
Or is it someone
Someone
else?
else? Because neither they're both missing, right?
Both are missing.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
and we keep jumping around the timeline, filling in gaps and all this sort of
I
stuff.
love it when shows do that.
And what's so cool about it, and what I love about it in particular, is that because and everybody has a lie and everyone's hiding something, as an audience member, you have to be on it. You can't be too screening or anything like that. If you want to keep up, you have to be fully engaged with it. And the
I
story
love that.
compelling, you're not going to want to look away. I got to watch the pilot episode last week at the premiere, and oh my goodness, I knew what was coming, and still, I was like, but yeah, I went with my publicist, and when the twist at the end of the pilot happened, she grabbed me. She's like, and I was like, I know.
Oh,
So
yeah. We like a good twist.
like a good twist, yes. And if
Who's showing it? Where's it going to show?
it's on Prime Video, and they're
Oh,
dropping
yeah.
all 8 episodes on the one day, so you can binge that bad boy, which is what I will be doing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, and like our binging normally takes a week,
Right.
but that's still pretty fast.
That's a good binge. That's
Well,
a good.
we should be able to watch 8 episodes in about a week.
Yeah, that's perfect. See, I'm like, I'm gonna take a couple days and sort of watch maybe 2 or 3 and then see how I go. But yeah.
I like making it, pausing in there some because then you can kind of stew over it a little bit.
And
You
it's nice.
anticipate.
Yeah, and you have the time to go, well, what did that mean? And was that a lie or was that the truth? And you start to try and like figure out the mystery.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, and what was really cool is if you have read the book, and I highly recommend if you haven't, go and read it. You can read it before you watch the show and it will not spoil.
Oh, that's cool.
They made changes. So
I
it
love
won't.
it when they do that too. I know a lot of people get upset when it's not exactly like the book, but why would you want something exactly the same?
Well, then you know who done it,
Right.
you know? And I like the mystery of it.
I
So
do
what was
too.
fun was they actually didn't tell us as the cast like what the reveals were going to be along the way. And we were just getting, episode by episode, the scripts would come out every couple of weeks. And so I'd read maybe 5 of the episodes, and then I went and I talked to the showrunners, and I was like, okay, this is who I think done it. Why? And I like pitched them my whole theory, and they were like, that's cool. Not it. I was like,
Yeah. Well, no, of course not. Of course not.
of course not.
Well, so as the sister, are you like, do you look after her or are you just, like adult sisters?
We're adult sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the older sister. I definitely was part of, raising her to a degree. It was sort of an unconventional upbringing, which all sort of gets revealed throughout the episodes. Um,
So
yeah,
who's trying to solve the murder?
so we've got the actors are Karla and Dorian, and they play our detectives in current day, and they're
Yeah.
the ones trying to solve the mystery.
Okay.
Flashback within this
Are
56.
are you at any time are you a suspect?
I'm not a suspect.
That's what I figured.
I feel like I should twirl my imaginary
Yeah.
mustache right now.
I'm very excited about it because I told you it's a busy week for me. So Wednesday I've got 5 interviews from like 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So that's my plan is when I'm done, I'm going to go watch your show.
Oh, I'm so excited. You have to let me know what you think.
I will, because I'll need to decompress. So I'm like, I already got a show lined up. I'm ready.
Perfect. And you can be like texting me during it, being like, oh my goodness, what is
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah. What is happening here?
Yeah. I want the gameplay like
Well,
texting
you
is
know how it'll go. Every few minutes, I'll have a different person that did it.
perfect.
That's how my brain works. They're like, oh, it's this person for sure. And then
Yeah.
2 seconds later, you're like, nope, nope, nope. I think it's this one.
And then sometimes too, I'm like, well, that's too obvious. Or is that on purpose that it's too obvious? And it really is that person, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I like the fact that you have to pay attention and I can't prove this, but I really think shows are dumbing it down because none of us watch the whole time.
Well, yeah, it's like they know that we're folding laundry or we're texting or
Right.
else. And so they kind of repeat the storyline.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of very obvious statements just done, I think, to make sure that we're not lost.
yeah, reminder, this is what we're planning.
That's
Like,
right. That's right.
oh, yeah. But I don't know that that's the answer. Like,
It's not. It's our problem. We need to learn to put the phones down.
exactly. So make it more complicated. So I can't, be. But I was talking to some actors the other day, and we were on set, and we were talking about like what's the most recent show or film you've watched where you were just so compelled that you never even had the desire to look at your phone.
Right.
Then it's like, well, now there isn't a two-screen concern. It's just the story was so good and so complex and interesting that I never even wanted to look away.
That's right. I
Yeah.
make myself put mine down unless it's like, maybe I'm watching something I've already seen, then I'll. But otherwise, I miss too much. I can't do both.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just put mine down.
And there's lots of details that you're not picking up if you're not looking. Like
Right.
where they're putting the camera or ever subtle like lighting shifts and things like that. They're telling you pieces of information without dialogue.
Yeah.
I was watching a show with my partner, and he'd seen it before. And we were watching For All Mankind, and
Oh,
he was
that's a great show.
so good. And he's seen it before, and I was watching it for the first time. And they put the camera like just ever so slightly behind a tree, like you could just sort of see it. And I was like, oh, someone's watching her. And he goes, how did you know?
Because I actually paid attention.
I was like, well, there's these little subtle clues going on all the time that you just miss that like delicious.
Like I know when I'm watching with my wife, if any words come up on screen, I need to say them out loud or she's gonna miss them.
Oh, really?
So if it says 1 week ago or Africa or whatever it is, I always make sure I just say it out loud because chances are she's not watching.
Not watching.
She listens, but she doesn't watch too much.
Right. Yeah. See, I like to, crochet while I'm watching, but I'm not that good of a crocheter.
Oh, I love that you crochet. That's very old timey of you.
Thank you. I have anxious hands. They just want to do stuff.
Yeah. My mother crochets, and I've always loved that. And she can crochet anything. If you give her a pattern, she can crochet it.
Wow.
It's amazing. But not a lot of people do that anymore.
No, not really. I'm not very good at it. I can do blankets and scarves, and that's about it.
That's all you need. Do your blankets and your scarves. She did a wheel cover for my dad's car. He had like a Jeep kind of car and had the wheel on the back. She covered the wheel, and she got more recognition for that. Everybody knew who did that. Everybody in our area, they're like, that's Martha's wheel cover.
She's the wheel cover lady. What a great way to be known.
Yeah.
Known for my crocheting of wheel covers, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, of course.
Yeah. My girlfriend, she crochets all her Christmas gifts. So you're going to crochet something from her for Christmas. It's always
she is good at crocheting though, right? Yep. You don't get to like the sweater with one real long sleeve and one real short.
And a really narrow armhole. Yeah. No, she's very good. She's very, very good. She's fast too. I'm really slow.
Yeah, I would be slow.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It's too too detailed with my hands. I'm no good with that. No good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I used to do when I was younger, do needlepoint.
Really?
Yeah. I do some of that. I couldn't do it now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure my mother probably showed
Yeah.
me that. She tried to teach me to crochet. My brother can a little bit, but it did not stick. She also tried to teach me to sew. That did not stick either.
Right.
You know.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
very, yeah, I feel like
I tried. I think I sewed a pillow once in like life skills class, but it was a pillow. It was this big. I mean, who's going to use that?
Right. What is this, a pillow for ants? Yes.
For ants. Oh, it'd be a bed for an ant.
It's like a skill. Like, you got to keep it up. And I don't
Did you have a life skills class when you were growing up?
we had
Like a home ec or something like that?
home ec, and it was like we learned how to, bake a lasagna, and I think I sewed a pair of shorts. I don't ask me to sew shorts
Yeah,
now.
right.
But
I remember learning that you didn't boil sausage like you boil hot dogs.
oh yeah, that's it.
I didn't know.
You don't know until you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, don't do that.
Noted for
I've never done it though. Maybe it would taste fine, but I don't think so.
yeah, well, now I'm just a lover of the air fryer, so
Yes, boiled anything is not great. Cabbage is okay if you like cabbage.
with hot sauce maybe, but
Well,
yeah.
yeah, you got to put corned beef or something in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't just have cabbage. But name something boiled that you're like,
Hard pass. No.
I
Air.
remember my mother used to make Brussels sprouts, but
Oh,
they were just boiled.
yeah.
Awful. And my mother's a great cook, but they were awful.
I feel like
But
it
that's
was
how they did them.
like a style at the time. Like everything was
Yeah,
boiled.
everything was boiled.
I'll put everything in the oven. Like I will bake all the vegetables. Like I would just
Yes,
put them in the oven and then come back 40 minutes later and everything's suddenly delicious. I did nothing.
yeah,
Just
that's the way to do it. Nobody wants soggy anything.
wet. Like it's all wet.
They always say that, like, if you ever heard somebody say, I had a wet sandwich.
Oh,
Why? Well, that sounds terrible.
doesn't sound good.
No.
Yeah, it's like, when someone's like, this tastes awful. Do you want it? No.
Yeah.
You didn't sell it well, mate. Like
That's the worst thing I've ever tried. Here, have some.
join you in your misery, okay? Just yeah.
Well, so 56 days. Let me get us back on track. 56 days is like is it a series of books or is it just a standalone? Like, is there a chance that we'll get other stories?
A really good question. It's a standalone book,
Yeah.
and they did make changes from the book. Um, I think there might be a world where there's a season two, but it would be, I believe, and there's a lot of question marks around this, but I believe it would be like a different crime that the police are solving. I believe.
Okay, so you might have the same police officers.
Correct. It's kind of like like an anthology in that like we follow them onto their next crime that they're solving.
Well, what
But
was the Sinner? If you've
sorry.
ever seen The Sinner, I don't know if you've ever seen that one. It had let's see, it started out with Jessica Biel. It was
Okay.
like her show, but then
Oh,
from there it just went to Bill Pullman was the detective, and the later seasons it was just him.
oh, okay. I think I saw the first season. I remember
Yeah,
we said
yeah,
deal. It's like, yeah, I've seen this first season.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there ended up being 4 or 5 seasons, but the other seasons it's following the police guy, not her.
Right. So their story through solving crimes. Yeah. So I think if they were to expand it, that's my guess is what they would do.
Well, I
Um,
hope they do, because you
yeah.
never know. They might have to. Maybe they run into the older sister just somewhere out.
It's so hard with like a mystery because there's so much that I can't
I
say.
know. Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know if you survive. We don't know if you're the killer. We don't know if you're innocent bystander. Maybe
Exactly.
maybe you solve the mystery. We have no idea.
knows? I might be an informant. Who knows? But
Mhm.
it's like wearing a muzzle, and trying to do like press for a show where you can't talk about like any of the story plots.
Yeah.
You're like, just trust me, it's great.
It's so good. What's it about? I can't tell you.
I can't say anything. Stay with me.
Trust me. Well, so it depends. Like I've got friends that if
Yeah.
they tell me to watch something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it because I know that their taste is similar to mine. But there's other ones. If they tell me to watch something, I'm like, there's no way I'm watching that
Right.
because I know what kind of movies and shows they like. It's not what I like.
I agree. Yeah. I'm like, okay. But also then I feel like then you get to know like, oh, if I'm in this mood, I ask this particular
That's
friend what,
true.
right? Like if I want to watch something feel good, I've got the girlfriend I know. I'd be like, hey, I
Yep,
need something
you're
soft
right.
to feel good. I'm gonna ask her. Yeah.
Well, like a few weeks ago, my wife and I were both had the flu, which
Mhm.
sucked. But so we just laid around for a weekend,
Uh,
but we were sick, so we didn't want anything too difficult. We weren't watching The Pit or anything too
right.
much.
Yeah.
So we ended up watching like there's a new Agatha Christie
Oh,
limited series on Netflix. We watched that. So everything we watched was like a period piece, something Victorian or early 1900s. And it was just very nice.
like that. Yeah.
Even the murders and stuff, it was very British. There was no blood. You know,
Dignified. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was very dignified. I was like, this is the mood that I'm in.
That's awesome. You go through phases,
Yeah,
right? Like this
that's
is
right.
all. Yeah.
Because you got like what I've told you I'm a chicken. So if it's going to be something that I need to prepare myself for, I got to
Mhm.
prepare. I can't just turn that on and watch it. I got to psych myself up for
You
it.
may need to prepare for 56 days. You may need to prepare. Yeah, because
Oh,
there are some things that I like. Obviously, I'd read the script, but some things obviously I wasn't there for on the day when they were
yeah.
filming. Watching some things on a cinema screen for the premiere, watching the pilot, and going, "Oh wow, you guys went for it," and it's great.
Oh,
I would just say,
okay.
if you're the person that needs to watch Happy Feet after, just put it a heads up. Yeah, but it's really
I've got I've got a I've got the pit blanket. Right. It's not a blanket that says the pit, but I've got my blanket that I use to cover my head while I'm watching the pit. So I
good.
could I could bring it out if I need to.
I thought you meant like a gravity blanket. No, you meant like your blanket for when you watch The Pit.
Yes, so yes. So it covers. I can put it over my head, and I can still see through it a little bit. So I
Look,
know what's kind of happening, but it really makes it easier to watch the gore.
that, that's all. See, I have one of those like giant Oodies, those giant like it's
Yes,
basically yeah. And so that's my
that would
equivalent.
be perfect, and we've got one. That's actually it's really big and purple though. I would look
Perfect.
for it. If I'm going to put that on, I'm definitely painting everything pink up here. We go with the purple.
You know what? I'm gonna order you a pink Oodie. Perfect. Match the hair and the beard. It's
Yes,
great.
yes,
Great.
but not Barbie pink.
No, the mature.
The
Yes.
mature pink. That's right. That we were discussing
Yeah,
off
I'm
camera.
glad you cleared that up. Oh, yeah.
Mature
Also, yeah,
pink.
sorry for everybody who's watching, being like, "What
Everybody's
is?"
like, what? Pink? What? Yeah.
We were talking a lot earlier.
We don't want kid pink. We want adult pink.
Mature, dusky pink. Yes.
Yeah. But like if you go on Facebook, there's pictures of me up with just covered in a blanket watching the pit.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so gory though.
Yeah, I'm a chicken too. Yeah. So I would say if you are that viewer, then there's a couple of squeamy moments.
Okay. I'll have to let you know how I do
Yeah,
because
do
I've actually gotten a little bit better with the pit as the seasons went on. I'm lasting a little longer before I have to cover up.
before the blanket comes out. Got it.
The
Got it.
blanket comes out. Oh, it's out. I'm just, I'm prepared. Like I don't eat anything during that show. I only eat, I only eat food during comedies. That's my
Real?
rule. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Because I don't like being upset while I eat.
You're a happy eater. Oh, I
I'm a
like
happy eater.
You know what? A friend of mine, she was telling me about this, where when she prepared, hope I'm not outing her right now, but when she prepares her food in the kitchen, she's like listening to music and dancing and singing and stuff because apparently your digestion works better if you're happy when you eat. So I think there's some sort
Oh, I
of,
like that.
there you go, some science for you. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Now I don't have to feel weird. I can
Yeah,
just say, no, it's science backed.
it's science. Megan said so, obviously.
Everybody's doing it now.
That's funny. But also, you crunch on like the crunchy bit of popcorn right in the middle of like the heavy moment. You don't want to be that guy.
No, I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Well, and like you don't want to be eating anything wet during the pit. That's not going to go well.
He brought it back, everyone. He brought it back.
So see, I already know, like I'm going to be done Wednesday with all these interviews. I'm going to go home. I'm going to put on a half-hour show, comedy, and I'm going to eat my dinner.
Right?
And then I'm putting on 56 days.
Perfect. I like
and then
it.
I'm ready. I've had a palate cleanse and then I'm ready.
Right. I like it. Perfect. Let me know how it goes. I want if the blanket comes out, I want pictures.
Oh, you'll have pictures.
Right. Done.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's really good at taking pictures of me at the worst possible times.
She sounds like a fabulous lady.
I know. I'm starting to think it's intentional. Like, for years, she'd fuss at me because she'd ask me to take a picture and I would take a picture. I'd just take a picture. That was never right.
No.
Because I didn't recognize that, whatever was out of place or she wasn't standing perfect or, I had it too high or too low or, it was awful. So
like 40 and then show her and see if there's one in there she likes.
yeah.
Assume not.
I've learned you got to take a lot of pictures, a lot of different angles. You got to move the phone around and then make sure she's happy with it before you move on.
Yeah. And you know what? What's a good one is like, instead of being like, 3, 2, 1, take the picture, you say 3, 2, gorgeous. And they go,
oh, I'm going to try that. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that'll make her smile.
Or like 3, 2, handsome. And then they always do a little, it's perfect. You're
Because
welcome.
that's where she gets uncomfortable and then she starts, she gets weird. I'm like, just take the picture, smile and take the picture.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like this is the first time you're like, what is this strange device?
Oh, I have to tell you the story. When my mom and dad first started dating, my mom had quite a sheltered upbringing.
Yes.
Dad, on one of their first dates, took her to the mall. It was all very exciting for my mom. Sorry, Mom, for telling the story. But my dad was like holding her hand and like walking up to get on the escalator. And then all of a sudden he was on the escalator and she was gone.
Oh,
And he looked, and she was like, she'd never been on one before. She didn't like it. So my dad had to run back.
I get that.
Yeah.
I can see where, like I hesitate at the airport because I struggle with getting my bag on and me on without, it being awkward.
Yeah, and you got to like angle it so it's just right and it's not falling off. Yeah, I feel.
So I kind of get it. If you've never seen it, you hesitate, I think.
Yeah.
Nobody's seeing an escalator and just running and jumping on it the first time.
Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah.
Well, because in her head she's thinking, I'm gonna fall.
And that does happen. When you get somewhere and the escalator's broken and it's just sitting there, and so you have to walk up it. And still, when you get off it, your brain thinks it was moving, and there's this weird like stutter start thing as you get off because you're like, usually this is, it's weird.
Well, you always have that, like you've seen the movies where you always have the woman that gets her dress stuck in the escalator, and it's just a disaster. I think women worry about that.
Yeah, I would agree.
If I was in my kilt, I would worry.
Do you have a kilt?
No.
Oh,
I want one though.
I got so excited.
I feel like I should be a Highlander, but
Go get your kilt, man.
Kilt awesome. With my pink up
here. Pink kilt.
Maybe if it's pink plaid.
Pink plaid. Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm
I
glad we
think we're
figured.
on to something here.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the worst, there's a Halloween costume.
Perfect. If you win some sort of prize, I want 50-50. Okay.
Oh, done. Yeah,
Right.
done. What do you
Awesome.
think though? Do I want the little hat with the ball on it? You know, the little
Yes.
flat hat with the ball. Isn't that what you wear with a kilt?
Yeah. If you're doing it, you got to go all in,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
not musical at all, but I feel like I could probably do okay with bagpipes. I mean, how could you mess them up?
Yeah, I hear they're easy to pick up. Yeah. And easy on the ear, especially when someone's learning. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you'll be fine.
I
Your
mean,
wife is love it.
I'm sure the practicing would go over really well.
Yes, exactly. My poor parents, I chose the violin. That was my instrument of choice
Ooh.
growing up.
But like more classical violin, not fiddle.
No,
In
yeah,
West Virginia, we're playing a fiddle here.
yeah, no, more classical. Yeah, but like I feel like one of my parents should have vetoed that because like that can't have been good for anybody.
Well, if you picked up one now, could you play anything?
God, no, not even I can't hold it anymore. Yeah. But I played it for a long time, like 6 or 7 years, I want to say. Like I did exams, I did the whole thing.
Oh, you were, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
well, you
Can't,
could probably play a little bit back then.
but maybe back then, but I still have the violin. It just collects dust currently, but
I feel like you need to play that. When I get my kilt, maybe you could play me a little something.
that's gonna be the worst day
Well,
for
you practice the jig, and I will practice my jig dance.
great. And then we'll swap. I'll wear the kilt. You can play the violin.
You know, we've actually my stepkids very musical, both of them, and my stepdaughter, she played a violin for a little while. She
Okay.
didn't. She was more like a trumpet type player, but she played it for a little while with
Okay.
that. And then my stepson, he can play anything. Give him 5 minutes with an instrument, he can play it. It's amazing. Any instrument.
So jealous.
I know, me too, because
Some
nothing.
people have the ear for it and just have the gift for it.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're working for it too, but they just pick it up so
pick it
fast.
up, and I'm like, what? Nothing. You know, I feel a little gypped. You know, you have all these fantastic talents out there,
Mm.
all this stuff you could be doing.
Mhm.
So what did I get? I got useless knowledge that's just stuck in my head. And it was stuck there for almost 50 years. And then I started podcasting. I'm like, finally, I can get some of this out of my head. It's like the worst talent ever.
It's paying dividends now, you know?
It is paying dividends now.
It was like 50 years worth of like preparation, and now is your moment, you know? That's kind of cool.
All those awkward teen years and everything, it was all leading to this.
It's all worth it. But I feel like everyone has those like awkward teen
Oh,
like
everybody's awkward as a teenager.
yeah, it doesn't go
And it's
well.
not really teenager. It's like it starts with a preteen.
Oh
At
yeah.
11 or 12. You know, when
And
you first get the growth spurt,
mhm. And then you're
awkward.
like all elbowy and awkward. It's
Yeah.
no good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's nobody looks good. Like there's always that one year that you can have a very good looking kid, but there's that one year that they're just a disaster. And then
It's
it straightens out.
you're all braces and
Yeah, it's just that you're just a mess.
yeah.
You've got the skin problems, the braces, the
Yeah.
awkwardness.
Yeah, you're in hand-me-downs, nothing fits. It's no good.
It's always hand me downs.
So I'm the youngest of three, so it was like double hand-me-downs
Oh yeah, you were getting.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we always had that. Like my brother and my dad and me,
Mhm.
exactly the same size. So everything got passed down, everything. But it always fit.
It's fair. It's just,
That's something, I guess. But yeah, like
very, very loved t-shirts.
there's
Yes.
not, a high school kid probably doesn't want to be wearing, his
Mhm.
50-year-old dad's clothes.
True.
But,
But growing up in Australia, you go to like you go to school, everyone's in uniform. There's no like,
oh, you got school uniforms.
oh, like Billabong t-shirt, like it's all uniform. So that's which is, at the time you hate it, but like as I'm growing up, I'm like, oh yeah, actually I can see a lot of benefit.
Yeah, because it would take a lot of that stress away. I'm
Of-
assuming is what girls are probably in a like a skirt and a jacket, and guys in pants and a jacket, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it takes the stress of like, what am I going to wear away? But also any sort of like hierarchical anything, it's all gone. You're
Yeah,
just same thing.
it get rid of a lot of clicks.
Yeah. So,
I think I may be changing my mind on that.
yeah.
Well,
Moved
who
on.
doesn't like a good uniform? Uniforms look good.
I mean, not with the hats, like the big wide brim hat because it's Australia and it's 40 degrees year round. And like, it's just that with the braces and the acne. Ugh.
Yeah, all right. That doesn't sound great. Those poor teachers, they're probably like, oh my gosh, they look worse than ever this year. Let's give them a hat.
My hat and see what happens.
Yeah, let's cover that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did I see that are you going to be on Wild Cards?
I am. Yeah.
I saw that there was like a pre or post or something, but I was assuming that one hadn't come out yet.
No, I believe March.
That's
Yeah.
a good show. It's on what, like third season, something like that?
Yeah, they're shooting season 3 and 4 simultaneously.
Yeah.
So season 3 is coming out right now, but they're shooting them both at the same time. But yeah, I you'll see my face on that show in March sometime. Yeah. In the most hilarious role ever. She's bananas and it was
Well, I'm
awesome.
excited to see it then. Yeah, because I discovered that show because I was watching Family Law, which is a Canadian show, and it was on the CW here in the States.
Yeah.
And while I was watching it, they showed a commercial for Wild Cards. I was like, well, that looks pretty good. So I tried it. Pretty good show.
Yeah, you've seen a little
Oh,
bit?
yeah. I'm caught up.
Oh, you're caught up. You. Oh my God. Okay, well, you have to let me know when you see my mug
Yeah.
on
I thought
screen.
it was getting ready to come back out. So
Yeah. I don't know exactly the dates, but yes, I heard March.
that
So
sounds great.
we'll see.
Okay. Well, and you've done some work on a Avatar game, right? What was the name of it? It was something with the
Frontiers of Pandora.
Pandora. Yeah, it was something with Pandora. I knew it was something like that. Yeah. So are you playing? Are you one of the blue people?
Well, yes and no. So I play one of the Na'vi, but I
Yeah.
am the Ash clan, and they're actually gray
Oh, you're
Na'vi.
one of the gray people.
One of the gray ones. One of the like, you know.
Well, so what is their like? Are they the flyers? Are they the sea people? Who's the gray ones?
So
What are
they're
they?
yes, they're called the Ash clan.
Yeah.
And I might mess up some of the lore here, but my understanding is, so my apologies to anyone who's a super fan. My apologies if I mess this up. My understanding is that the Ash clan lived at the base of a mountain, and then that
Okay.
mountain got to be a volcano and it erupted. And
Oh.
their village and whatnot was mostly destroyed by lava, and so a lot of their clan sort of died and everything. So the ones that remained ended up so traumatized that they sort of took all the ashes of their loved ones and rub it on their skin, and that's actually why they're gray.
That's traumatic.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And they're also kind of like evil Na'vi. So
Well, yeah, I was going to say that sounds like these aren't going to be good, Navi.
oh, like so frequently I play the bad guy, and so of the most like peaceful creatures there are in the cinematic world of Avatar, and I found an evil one to play. So
Yeah, but they sound like they're sympathetic.
yeah, you can understand why they are the way that they
That's
are.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, exactly. So if you are a gamer, I play Zadi, and she is the second last boss in the video game. You have to
Very
defeat.
nice. Have you played the video game?
I haven't yet. I have it. I have the PS5 version up there. I
Yeah.
haven't yet gotten around to it, but I'm
So
looking forward.
you need to play as yourself so that you can post and then post that.
That's a good call. Actually, that's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a genius, aren't
I'm
you?
gonna I'm gonna keep an eye out because you'll at some point you'll.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see. No, I see a flaw in your plan. Terrible at gaming, and everyone's just gonna be like, "Wow, she's just awful at
Yeah,
this."
but you see nobody. You don't have to tell anybody that. Just bring it up on the screen and then pause it,
Okay, great. Be
and
like,
then you're
"Look,
like, I'm playing. You don't have to show them that you're playing. You know.
they don't need to see me
Yeah,
die
I'm the
every."
same. Like if you want to give me like an Atari joystick, I might be okay, but I'm not good with the new games. There's too many buttons.
Right. So, okay. So my partner tracked down like the original GoldenEye on Nintendo
Oh,
64.
it's a great game.
Oh my God. And I was like, yes, now I'm back.
Yeah,
Now
that's a
I'm good.
great game.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
muscle.
kind of figured you were more the Nintendo 64. Like like when I was real little, it was Pong. I don't know if you know Pong.
I do know
You
Pong.
just had the paddles. And
Yeah,
then 1980, we got our first Atari. That was a good Christmas.
I bet. I bet. Yeah, I remember my brother like begging for a Nintendo 64. Yeah, yeah.
I know, I know. And now, I mean, it's amazing what they're doing now. It's like you're actually in the game now.
It's phenomenal. And like the industry is just huge. And to work on it as a performer was so exciting and enlightening, and I learned so much. And like
Mhm.
because I got to do the motion capture, but I also got to do the performance capture with like the
Oh,
head
that's cool.
and plus all the voiceover. But yeah, it was just wild to see it all come together, and to see like the behind the scenes of how they actually do it, and then how it translates inevitably into the game. It's just amazing. The technology's just come so far.
I saw We Are Zombies,
Oh, you did?
and I loved it. I because I remember last time we talked, I told you I knew the comic, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, because it wasn't out yet.
it wasn't
Oh,
out yet. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
how did you do with the gore? I mean, it's like comedy gore, so it's
It's kind
different.
well, I do better with that type of gore, but there was a few times I closed my eyes, but I was pretty good. I was pretty good with that. Well, and I knew the story. They did a pretty good job adapting it. I thought it was. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it did pretty well, and
It
it's
did.
fun. It's yeah,
Yeah.
I like how genre bending it is. You don't really know, obviously, like the story beats and like where it's gonna go, but like thematically, or like you just don't know. We're hitting a romance beat
Well, that's
now,
right. That's right.
or is it comedy? I don't know what to expect, and it's fun.
It's a good zombie movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good ride, I
It's a
find.
good ride. Well, and so I know we got to wrap up, but I wanted to mention you played Wanda Wayland on Flash, and I don't remember if we talked about her last time.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yes, I did.
Yeah, she was so in comic books, she's in the Royal Flush Gang. So
Correct.
she's the 10 of spades.
Yes, so I played 10.
Number
Yeah.
10. Yeah, yeah. That's
And
pretty cool.
yeah, that was like
Another villain, by the way.
I know. But what does that say about me, Michael?
I don't know. I don't. Well, apparently in auditions, you're very scary.
Apparently, and I'm shooting a film right now, and it was funny. Just was it 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago, we were shooting this. Can't really say too much, but we're shooting this sequence where my character looks very crazed. Let's go with
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay.
Fire stunt and all this stuff, and we were shooting that, and then because it was like quite this big fire stunt, and everyone was like, "Whoa, let's watch it back. That was so cool." And I was watching, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, and I leaned over to the assistant director, and I was like, "Why do I keep booking these roles that are?" Looked at me dead in the face and goes, "It's because you have crazy eyes." I was
oh,
like,
oh.
"Thanks."
See, I haven't noticed the crazy eyes, but he's right. Crazy eyes is definitely a prerequisite to being a villain.
Yeah, so you definitely spot some crazy eyes
See,
for old one.
I think you've got that, like you've got the ability to look very stern if you want
Ah,
to, and I think that's a good, yeah, little. You can make people shake a little bit, give a little scare. Yeah.
well, I appreciate that because I'm quite a butterfly in my real life, so I like I can do that.
Well, I know, but if you're going to keep playing villains, you're going to have to.
And they're so fun to play. They're so fun to play. Yeah, I've also started playing some cop roles that sort of started coming my way now, and I think that's part of the
Oh,
sternness, which is interesting. So
I bet
yeah.
I bet you look pretty good in a cop uniform. I bet that looks sharp. I bet you look natural in
Well, it's cool when they give you all the gear, you got the belt and the gun and the handcuffs and the magazines, all this stuff. And then you just hold your belt while you stand there and you're like, I do feel like a cop. I
it.
do.
Well, you need like that's a good thing to have in your tool belt because there's so many cop shows.
hmm And
There's a
there's your
zillion of
killer. There you go.
them. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was one that Amanda Seyfried, however you say her name. She played. It was called Long Bright River, something like that. But she played a police officer, and you could totally have played her role. Like you could
Ah,
have switched you in, it would have been just as good.
I'm gonna have to go and watch that now. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's a Peacock show. It's Long
Okay.
Bright River, and she was
Remember.
really good in it. But similar features and
Yeah,
build.
yeah.
Like I think you could totally do that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go check.
Now I kind of want to see you as a police officer. We need to make that happen.
Well,
Well, I
stay
guess
tuned.
you are making it happen.
Yeah, there's two films coming out, one June, July, and then one probably next year where I play police officers. So
Well,
stay
see,
tuned.
now we'll have a chance to do our trilogy.
There
We
we
can
go.
finish up our trilogy
I like
because I
that.
know people are clamoring. They're like, I want to hear. Did this guy ever paint himself pink or not?
I'm gonna need to know. And I feel like if we don't get a third one on the books, you're not gonna do it.
That's true. Because I'm gung ho in the moment, but then after I'm like, no,
I promise too much.
I can't keep the momentum.
What's your address so I can send the pink hair dye? I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
kidding.
I'll give you an address. That might give me a little, push
Yeah, a gentle
or
nudge.
shove. It may need to be a shove. At some point, I'm going to get you to come through West Virginia. We just got to find you a film project to do.
Yeah. And then yeah, absolutely. And then we'll come say hi. I like it.
Then we can do our trilogy. You could just come to the studio. We'll do it live.
You ever have people come to your studio?
Occasionally, but I'm in West Virginia. There's not a ton of presence here. But
Right.
occasionally we'll have like Ed Asner has been here. He came through doing before he passed. He came through doing a one man show, and there's been a few that have come through, and we'll have them here. And we've got a few West Virginia actors that when they come home I can grab them. But yeah,
Mm.
most of the time I'm just in here by myself.
But the energy on screen is just so infectious.
I give that, boy, I hope this guy shuts up soon type of energy.
Oh my gosh. I don't feel that at all.
Oh no, tease. Well, so Megan, I know we got to wrap up, but before we go, you talked about a few things that you've got coming up. 56 Days is out this Wednesday.
Yeah, February 18th, all 8 episodes drop. You can binge that bad boy.
Wild Cards, your episode will be out, we think, in March or somewhere around there. We'll double check. Anything else that you have that we can keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I have a film coming out in June, July. Currently, it's called She Stole My Son's Heart, but that might change.
Oh,
It's
playing the villain again, I see.
I'm
You
and
give
it's
that heart back.
yeah, a murder mystery, believe it or not.
Oh,
And I actually directed and wrote my first short film.
no,
So
you didn't.
I sure did.
Well,
It's doing,
we talked about that last time about whether you wanted to do directing at some point. So you did it. Good for
I,
you.
yeah, I did the thing. So it's in festivals right now, and we're using that to. I have a creative partner, and we're using that to sort of pitch our feature films. So hopefully next
Is
time
that
I'll.
the plan? Is it to take the short film, make it into a feature? What's the name of the short?
It's called Echo. It's about a young woman struggling with an eating disorder. She finds out she's pregnant at the beginning of the film, and it's her struggle between,
Oh,
does she give in to this part of her that's trying to slowly kill her through this horrible disease that she has, or give in to this part of her that's like this new life? And yeah, so yeah, we're working on that right now too. So
that's a really good angle.
yeah, yeah,
I like that.
I'll have my people send it to you, and you can have a
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, yeah. Please do, please do. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it because that's a really good. I like that with the pregnancy. That's good.
Yeah, it was sort of our way in of like this struggle that we have, if you do struggle with an eating disorder, it's this part of you that's slowly trying to kill you, but it lives inside
That's
of you.
right.
And
That's
then
right.
marry that with, this idea of new life and yeah.
Yeah, I like that's a great. How'd you come up with that?
It's just me and my best friend talking. We just got talking about
Good
life
stuff. Yeah.
and yeah.
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 Okay. So last thing, go through your social media for us.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram. That's kind of the one place where I am, and it's just my handle is just my name at Megan Peta Hill. Nice and
I
easy.
know you come right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the PETA. The PETA, it identifies you very easily.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I was like 11 years old, I booked my first job that would have had an IMDb credit.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I had the wherewithal at that age that when I was like creating my IMDb page, I looked up and there was a bunch of Megan Hills. And I went, well, that's no good. And so I was like, I'll use my middle name too at 11 years old. And thank goodness I did because
Smart.
I just got lost in the mix.
Well,
So,
Hill is kind of like Wall. It's just too common. There's a zillion of us.
yeah. Yeah, Megan Hill and Michael Wall. Yeah,
See,
it's
if I
very,
thought I could have put my middle name on there, maybe I'd have been the first one, but I didn't. I just went with Michael Wall's number 8.
there you go.
And there's a bunch behind me.
Really?
Yeah, I thought, who knew? Who knew?
Here we are.
I'm kind of partial to number 8. I think 8 is the best Mike Wall.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
I think otherwise.
Like there's one that, I'll go in each week, and you kind of see what your rating is done, went up or down or whatever. So there's one guy that occasionally he'll go ahead of me and then I'll pass it. We're in this battle that he probably has no idea that we're in.
Every week you're refreshing to be like,
come on.
that's so good.
Oh, shoot. Megan, thank you for coming back. This has been terrific. 56 days, February 18th, 8 episodes. Everybody should watch.
Episodes. I will see you there. And I'm excited to hear everyone's theories as they go.
Yeah, I'm going to be texting as I'm watching. So I can just let you know this is who I think.
Perfect.
I'll give you like first thought, and then I'll change it at some point.
Right.
See if I get close.
End of each episode, you'd be like, "Oh, it was that person. No, it was that person. Oh, I'm back to this person."
When I want to watch so I can try to take a guess at who's actually dead.
Okay. Yeah. Who's dead? Who done it? Yeah. You got 2 mysteries to solve. I like
mysteries to solve.
it.
All right. Hold on one second. I've been blessed with this podcast. I've had, we're getting ready. We're going to hit episode 1100 this week, and we've probably had 1200 or so guests on the show. We've had several where we have 2 people at once, and we've had as many as 10 at one time. So probably 1200 or so guests total. Megan is one of my absolute favorites. She's been on the show twice, and she's just wonderful. We always have the best nonsense conversations, and which are my favorite type of conversations, where you're just talking about stuff that doesn't really matter, but it's kind of interesting. So Megan and I always have those. We talked 20 minutes before the interview and 20 minutes after. It's such a good time when she comes on. And the great part is she's so good of an actress. I mean, she's so talented. She is just fantastic. If you get the chance, check out 56 Days. You can see it for yourself. I mean, she is fantastic. I can tell you that Wednesday night I will be watching. So I'll give you my actual thoughts once I've seen the show. But I know it's going to be terrific. So keep your eye out. 56 Days on Amazon or on Prime. Wild Cards is another really good show. Megan will be guest starring, we think in March, but somewhere in that March-April timeframe. So keep an eye out for her on there as well. Most of if you're interested in Megan as an actress, on our first interview, which it's been a year or 2 ago, but we really go into what got her into acting, why she became an actress, all of that. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out our previous interview. She does a lot of work with video games, including Avatar, which if you're a fan, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I don't really play, but my son Brett that does all the hard stuff for the podcast. He plays and he loves the game. So I didn't have a chance to ask him if he knew her character, but I'm sure he does. So definitely check out that Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. And I also put a plug in for We Are Zombies. If you're a comic book guy like me, you'll definitely love this movie. Check it out. We Are Zombies. For some reason, I think I may be getting this one mixed up with another one, but I think it may take place at a comic convention, or it has something to do with comic convention. Don't quote me on that. It's just been a little while since I've seen it. But the movie and the comic book, both worth your time. We Are Zombies. Thank you guys so much. If you're finding us for the first time, our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. It's kind of like following. It's free, but those subscriptions really help us to keep bringing these terrific guests. Our website's meistercon.com. You can find all 1,100 of those episodes, audio and video versions. If we're doing something in studio, if we're going on location, covering a convention, anything we have going on, be on the website, meistercon.com. So please check us out there. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.